celebrate the Guatemalan community. Take home your own Guatemalan Heritage Night jersey with a purchase of a special ticket package. Come together early to celebrate Guatemalan pride and soak in the colorful spirit that fills the stadium. Experience the vivid traditions of Guatemala's strong culture. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. This is Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. On your home for the Blue all season long.
Dodgers and Diamondbacks, final game of this 3-game set. Dodgers at home, and when they're at home, it's important they have the right plan to protect their house. The same applies to your home. Always have a plan and follow fire safety tips. Before setting up a campfire, make sure to get a permit from CAL FIRE and check local restrictions. Properly maintain car brakes so there's no metal-to-metal grinding that can spark a fire. For more about these tips and to find out others, visit fire.ca.gov. All right, one final time, back to the booth before first pitch. Stephen Nelson, Rick Monday, guys.
DC, first pitch at Dodger Stadium is approaching rapidly. It'll be thrown by Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He'll start opposite Brandon Pfaadt for the Arizona Diamondbacks, and the Dodgers need Yamamoto to do on this Sunday, Mo, what he did last Sunday in San Diego, and that's pitch him to a win.
Yeah, and be consistent with it on top of it. He's done a very good job. Only a .201 batting average against. He's been right on the money on that end of it. Lefties have had some difficulty hitting below 190 on that end of it as well. 2 starts against Arizona this year. 12 innings, giving up 5 runs. And on the flip side of the coin for Brandon Pfaadt, he also has faced in these series against the Dodgers 2 games, 12 in the 3rd innings, allowed just 3 runs. But here's the thing with Pfaadt. Making throw strikes, 32 walks, but he has hit
games. We've talked about it the last 2 nights. They're playing with desperation because, frankly, their season is hanging in the balance these last few weeks. And the Dodgers, while they are in first place, they have to match that desperation. They have to match that urgency. It's not a matter of care for the Dodgers, but it has been a question of focus for them of late.
Yeah, it's a matter of execution because the drum is beating louder and louder. There are 26 games. That's all that's left in the regular schedule.
So the time is now. Yoshinobu Yamamoto against Brandon Pfaadt. The Dodger lineup, it does look a little bit different on this getaway day for the team. They're going to travel to Pittsburgh, off day on Monday, then a 3-game set against the Pirates, followed by 3 more on the road in Baltimore. No Will Smith, no Teoscar Hernandez, no Kike Hernandez, despite it being his bobblehead day here at Dodger Stadium. So it'll be up to the other big guns who are still in there, Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman at the top to help lead them offensively. All right, Tim, back to you.
All right, Dodgers and Diamondbacks next. Dodgers a game and a half up in the standings as the Padres have lost in Minneapolis. Twins win it 7-2, so Dodgers can pick up a full game with a win today. I'll be back after to the post game. First pitch is next on your world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
World champions once again, my friend.
World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers.
This is just the beginning of this team's title window.
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way. Yeah.
This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck on the world champion Dodgers Audio Network.
You either with me or against me, though.
Living out their dream.
They've added even more.
Now we go for 2 in a row.
Win, 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 win. Yeah. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win.
In the backyard and dreaming about this moment.
Start chasing that chip. Stop. Win, 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 win.
This This has been Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck, the MVP for fun, food, and good times. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Superior Grocers,
quality, variety, and value.
Shakey's Pizza.
Get more meal for deal at Shakey's.com.
And by Estrella Jalisco.
Back-to-back home runs in the bottom of the ninth.
First pitch is just moments away on your home of the world champion.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
I was so inspired by what you were making that I want to do my own all-star ballpark bite, but I'm thinking we take some of that brisket that you make, and I'm going to do like a little slider. Got the pepper jack cheese, some American, get it going with some of the barbecue sauce that you have, that spicy, delicious one, and then caramelized onions. Make like a little sandwich. Be cool?
Sound like a plan.
I think we did good.
Oh, thank you, Tank.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chef.
Got to get yourself ready.
Yes, there are hugs, and then there's that.
Now, what is that?
What
is the purpose of that?
It's an anemometer. It measures wind speed.
So that's good.
But it looks like a fidget spinner.
Meanwhile, on the Cove, it just looks like too much fun.
It was so routine, he took his eye off.
You got to come up with this play. You got to. You're right there. You had two hands. He looked it in. Oh.
For kids today, and they'll pick up your car as soon as tomorrow. It's the quickest, easiest way to get rid of your unused vehicle. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org. That's 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org. Remember, that's Cars with a K.
Every Dodgers legend started out as a rookie, but they went on to become the best in baseball. They left behind a legacy of determination, skill, and love of the game. With the right retirement game plan, you too can leave a legacy. From saving early on to having income during retirement, Security Benefit can help you save for your future and leave a legacy for those you love. Security Benefit, proud sponsor of the LA Dodgers.
Never forget this moment.
Building a Dodger dynasty.
We're not stopping at one. We are running it back.
Don't miss a second on LA's best sports talk. AM 570 LA Sports.
And on the iHeartRadio app.
Happy Labor Day weekend, SoCal. We hope you're celebrating as you should with baseball and an ice-cold michelada made with Modelo, of course.
Modelo is a...
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Galpin has been part of the community since 1946, offering great deals, great service with great people. In addition to Ford, Galpin's winning heritage includes Mazda, Honda, Volkswagen, Porsche, Land Rover, Aston Martin, Jaguar, Lincoln, Volvo, Polestar, and Lowe's. Be a part of the Galpin story. It starts at Galpin.com.
Let's go to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
And now your voices of the LA Dodgers.
Rick Monday and Steven Nelson.
Live from Dodger Stadium, it's the final game of this 3-game series, and for the Dodgers, the final game of this homestand. Hi, everybody. Rick Monday alongside Steven Nelson and with producer-engineer Dwayne McDonald. It's been a tough road of recent times for your defending world champion Dodgers. They have lost each of the first 2 games in this series against Arizona, and they send out the right-hander Yoshinobu Yamamoto, his 26th start of the season, to try and right the ship here this afternoon. The Dodgers coming on first place in the Western Division. They just found out that San Diego lost their game today. So with a victory, the Dodgers could stretch their lead to 2 over the Padres for the lead in the National League Western Division. They have to play better. Only 1 game over 500 in August. They're 14-13. Here's Dave Roberts' starting lineup. Dodgers are taking the field. Shohei Ohtani leading it off. He's the designated hitter. Mookie Betts at shortstop. Freddie Freeman batting third, playing at first base. In center field, Andy Pages. Michael Conforto will be in left. Alex Call is in right field today. At third base, Alex Freeland. Dalton Rushing behind the plate doing the catching. And Miguel Rojas will bat ninth and play at second base. For Yamamoto, his 26th start. At home, an ERA at 3.56. Been a little bit lower on the road. But for Yamamoto this year has allowed just a 2.01 batting average against. So the Dodgers trying to get back on the winning track, win their 78th game of the season. Happy to have you with us. All set to go. Game 3, final game of the homestand. It's the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks. And with the play, here's Steven.
Thank you, Mo. Wherever you may be and however you may be listening, we are grateful to be along for the ride with you on this sunny Sunday afternoon at Blue Heaven on Earth. Yoshinobu Yamamoto welcoming Geraldo Perdomo, switch hitting shortstop to the batter's box. And off we go. The first pitch of the game is a ball downstairs, a fastball at 96. We're underway on time at 1:10, 90 degrees, and probably closer to 95 or 100 down on the field. Perdomo fouls a strike into his own dugout. Today's time and temp brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Yamamoto steps back, and his 1-1 pitch is hit up the middle, right at Mookie Betts. Handles the hop, throws to Freddie Freeman, and there's the first out of the ball game. For Yamamoto today, his 26th start. He won his last turn last Sunday in San Diego when the Dodgers handed him the ball in need of a win to avoid a sweep. Well, a week later, Mo, Yamamoto in the exact same spot, but now at home against the Dbacks.
Yeah, the Diamondbacks are 2 switch hitters right at the top of the order. And for Yamamoto, lefties have hit just 183.
Here's Ketel Marte. DH fouls a strike off the front of his own dugout. It's been all about the Dodger offense in this series, or lack thereof, Mo. Just 1 run in 18 offensive innings, and that's a scary thought for Yamamoto, who has the second worst run support average in the National League. His 0-1 to Marte. Inside corner. Called a ball. Marte spun out of the way. That definitely had the strike zone, but Clinton Bondrak was distracted by Marte in the box, so the count is even 1-1. The next pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. There's a good splitter.
Well, for this Dodger ball club, it's also been a boatload, and a large boatload at that, of fundamental mistakes, including 4 or 5 last night.
You got a couple of boatloads, a couple of ships in the San Pedro Harbor, perhaps. A 1-2 to Marte. Check swing. Rushing wants an appeal. They lose it 2-2. A loss today would mean the Dodgers would have their worst 49 game. Well, the side view certainly looked like that was a swing for Marte. Dan Bellino, the crew chief, who had home plate last night at third base today, gave Marte an extra shot, and with it, he grounds it to second base, scooped up by Rojas, a routine ground out, 2 gone in the first inning. A loss today would be the worst 49-game stretch under Dave Roberts. Where he's tenure as Dodger manager began in 2016. Two outs, bases empty, no score. Strike one, dropped on Corbin Carroll. Nice curve from Yamamoto. Carroll in this series is 3 for 8 with 3 extra base hits, and last night with a pair of extra base hits took the National League lead. Tries to check his swing, cannot. A good splitter from Yamamoto makes it 0-2.
Well, if the splitter is going to be like that all day, it's going to be a tough day for hitters for Arizona.
Carroll now with 71 extra base hits, tied with Aaron Judge for the Major League lead. 0-2 from Yamamoto, misses up and away with the fastball. Ball one.
Arizona's feeling good about themselves. 4 in a row in the win column. They've won 8 of the last 11.
Now a game below 500, the D-backs playing for their lives. Torey Lovello is saying. A 1-2 pitch is spiked in the dirt. Not a good splitter from Yamamoto. The count squares up 2-2.
Well, they're winning those 4 consecutive. They outscored the opposing teams 18-7. The month of August, they're 7 games above 500. Only the Brewers have a better record this month than the Arizona Diamondbacks.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Yamamoto steps back with the left leg. Twirls around and fires. And Carroll fouls it back below our booth to the left. A win today for Arizona would mean they're back at 500 for the first time since the morning of July 21st, when they were 50-50 on the season. Right now they're 68-69. Yamamoto trying to finish a 1-2-3 first. Needs one more strike. Another 2-2 pitch. Carroll flies at left center field. Pages running over. He calls off Conforto and he makes the catch. So an easy 1-2-3 inning for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. That'll turn things over to Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman when we come back.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I roll in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
Some overnight oats right before the game. My teammates look at me like, what are you doing, dude?
My mom's cooking, probably. She makes some good. She's got a tuna fish casserole. That's pretty good.
If I went 5 for 5, I need to eat the same thing. Last time, Saturday, I ate arepa with eggs, and then next day, I gotta eat arepa with eggs. So my mom make it for me, and then when my mom is with me,
everything's good.
I save a lot of money.
Estamos lindo.
Here is SoCal.com today.
Shohei Ohtani's first at-bat is brought to you by Asahi Super Dry Beer, embodying the refreshing taste of modern Japan. Go beyond the expected. Ohtani leading off, Betts to follow, and Freddie Freeman. Teoscar Hernandez benched today by the Dodgers. Dave Roberts wants to give him back-to-back off days. Of course, the Dodgers not playing on Monday. So Andy Pages will clean up. Michael Conforto will bat fifth, and it's Alex Call. Alex Freeland, Dalton Rushing, and Miguel Rojas. Brandon Pfaadt is the challenge for the Dodger lineup. The righty's first pitch is swung on and fouled off the lower leg of Ohtani. A painful strike one. To kick off start number 28 for Brandon Pfaadt, who enters among the league leaders in wins with 12, despite having the 5th worst ERA in the National League at 5.24. 5-pitch mix for Pfaadt. What does he give Ohtani on the 0-1? He gives him ball one low and outside.
The other thing that we talked about in the pregame show on the road, ERA of above 7. He's given up 22 home runs, 19 of those on the road.
The pitch. Ohtani rifles it to right field. A base hit over the head of a leaping Alexander at second base. So a leadoff single for Ohtani to start things off right for the Dodgers in the first.
You mentioned the Dodgers having difficulty scoring just 1 run the last 18 innings, only 2 runs in the last 22 innings.
The second time they've scored 0 or 1 run in back-to-back games over their last 8 games. Strike 1 to Mookie Betts. No score, bottom of the first inning. And Betts in his career against Brandon Pfaadt, 7 for 17. That's a .412 batting average with 2 home runs. The right-hander deals. Betts swings and hits it foul on the first base side. That makes it 0-2.
Well, the defense has moved a little bit in center field. Thomas was playing straight up. Now he's shaded over to right center field. So there's a big gap in left center. Infield playing to pull.
Ohtani on first, no outs. An 0-2 pitch from Pfaadt. Hooks low and outside. Well, Mo, we'll put to the test the Dodgers' ability to hit with men on base. So far in the series, it's been an inability to do that. They're 2 for 24, an .083 team average with runners on. They have a leadoff base hit aboard with Ohtani. Now Betts at the plate, waiting on a 1-2 from Pfaadt. It's hit off Mookie's front left foot, dribbles to third base, but that ball is dead. Count remains 1-2. Now Mookie's a little hobbled in the batter's box, but Vondrak is going to give him an extra moment to try and walk it off.
Well, the umpires, along with catchers, understand what pain is and inconvenience, and Betts trying to go over and talk to Freddie Freeman at the present time. You can walk around and hopefully, you get the feeling back, and the feeling you're getting back is not the pain and the discomfort that he's experiencing right now.
Well, perhaps that pep talk from Freddie Freeman will help Mookie here. Went off of his left knee. Mookie's back into the right-handed batter's box, swinging the bat well over his last 22 games. A ball and 2 strikes the pitch. Pfaadt misses high, 2-2.
Well, another thing, too, Stephen, very quickly, where the Dodgers think about trying to take advantage. There have been 14 attempted stolen bases off of Pfaadt. 12 of those have been successful. However, we're seeing a different arm. Del Castillo is doing the catching, young catcher.
Here comes the 2-2. Fouled away on the right field side.
And a quick note on Del Castillo. One of the things that they worked with him at the minor league level the end of last year, where he got a call up briefly, and then so far this season, working on his arm. He had a strong enough arm, but it was the release point and the time it was taking him to come out of the crouch and throw the ball.
Pfaadt throws over to first. Tag applied. Ohtani just got back in the nick of time. A head first dive back to first base. Nearly picked off. Flags waving in center field to right field. Bottom of the first, still no score. Mookie Betts swings at the 2-2 and takes it the other way for a 2-strike single. Back-to-back base hits for the Dodgers to open up against Brandon Pfaadt.
Good at bat by Betts also. Behind in the count, 0-2 to begin with. Finally moved it to 2-2, and after some pain fouling a ball off of his knee, winds up with a base hit.
So Mookie now with hits in 18 of his last 23 games, batting above .330 in that stretch. First and second, nobody out. Freddie Freeman now batting. 1 for 6 in the series with a double and 2 walks. Dodgers trying to get after Brandon Pfaadt here in the first. The first pitch. Freeman goes after it. Hits it in the air. Left center field. Thomas came in. Now goes back. It's over his head. Off the warning track and off the wall. Ohtani's going to wheel home and a score. No throw coming in. Shohei with a foot first slide safely. The Dodgers breaking the ice in the first inning. An RBI double for Freddie Freeman. Number 544 in his career. He's now tied with Derek Jeter for 35th most all-time.
And 3 batters into the game. There's some electricity in the building. That has not been the case for most of this homestand. And if you look really over the last 3 or 4 weeks for the Dodgers, it has arrived occasionally.
Betts was held up at third by Dino Ebel, so the Dodgers with 3 consecutive hits to start the ball game, prompting a mound visit, which is brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice.
Stephen, just as an observation, for Mookie Betts, he's going to have to trust Dino Ebel more, because as he was going around second base to third, he's looking out to left center field behind him. Trust your coach. He'll let you know. And if you're looking over your right shoulder and a little bit behind you, you're not able to run full blast.
It was a highly curious route by the center fielder, Alec Thomas. He came in to shallow left center in the gap and then realized, oh, that's Freddie Freeman, and that ball is sailing. And he could not make up for it despite his speed. So second and third, still nobody out.
Well, I'll say one thing, is that line drives and balls hit hard can be problematic in day games here. Just picking the ball up out of the crowd.
Andy Pages takes the first pitch. It's low and outside, ball 1. The Dodgers, for the first time in this series, have had 3 hits in 1 inning. It's the first 3 batters of the game, and for the first time in this series, they score the first run of a game. Pages hits a ground ball up the middle. Betts is going to come home and score. Perdomo over to get it and throw out Pages. An RBI ground out for Pages makes it 2-0 Dodgers, and Freddie Freeman advances to third.
So you trade an out for a run. That was an off-speed pitch hit right off the end of the bat. He hit a little Massey shot and Poole. They got the run across, and Freeman winds up at third.
A productive out in 2 senses, Mo. It brings home a run, and it puts Freeman on third base. Still only 1 out in the first inning. Michael Conforto, the batter now.
Yeah, the infield's in tightly. First base back about 10 feet behind the bag.
The right-hander Fott deals. Conforto tries to ambush him. It's a breaking ball. Gets a swing and a miss, strike 1. Well, Conforto had a full off day on Saturday night, even when the Diamondbacks brought in a right-hander from the bullpen. Conforto remained on the bench. The 0-1 from Fott nearly hits Conforto inside, 1-1.
Yeah, he's hit 11 batters already this year.
And Dave Roberts was asked pregame about benching Teoscar Hernandez, said it was about performance, saying he clearly hasn't handled right-handed pitching well, and he thought back-to-back off days would be a good reset for him. Conforto ground strike 2 foul on the first base side. The follow-up question to Dave Roberts after talking about Teoscar Hernandez getting benched was, well, does that thought process extend to left field? And by way of that, Michael Conforto. And Dave Roberts said, yes, it does. Basically, the theme of the pregame media scrum with Dave Roberts was saying, if the everyday guys do not want to play and focus every day, then other guys are going to get opportunities. And so now Conforto, waiting on a 1-2 pitch, fouls it back toward the netting to stay alive.
Yeah, for Roberts asked specifically about Teoscar, he said, look, he's an everyday guy, but the quote goes on, is I think where we're at right now, you've got to perform to also warrant being out there every single day.
Well, the Dodgers' big 3 got them started right today. 2-0 in the bottom of the first. Freeman on third, only 1 out. Conforto hits it on the ground to short. Freeman has to stay, and so Conforto cannot get his job done. Had to get the ball in the air. Instead, he hit on the ground for out number 2. At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise and treatment. U.S. News and World Report has once again named CHLA the #1 hospital in California. So learn more today at chla.org. Alex Call going to try and bring Freddie Freeman in from third. 2 outs in the first. The Dodgers ahead 2-0. On the first pitch from Fott, Call takes a strike. Call 1 for 5 in the series. 1 for 4. Scored the Dodgers' lone run in yesterday's game. Fott misses low and outside. A ball and a strike. Call now batting .270 on the season in his 20 games with the Dodgers. Has hits in 5 of his last 9. Fought the right-hander as his left glove arm attached to his hip. He and Del Castillo can't get on the same page, so Fott disengages and resets the pitch clock.
Yeah, and he was running out of time. He had to back off the mound.
Freeman on third, 2 outs. Here's the 1-1. Ball 2, way outside. On a 2-1 pitch. Hall hits a fly ball left to center field. Thomas drifting back in front of the warning track. He spins around and he makes the catch. So Freddie Freeman stranded on third base despite being there with only 1 out. But the Dodgers do put up a pair and lead the Diamondbacks 2-0 going to the second.
LA's best sports star.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd bowl in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
What is it that kind of got you hooked as a foodie, so to speak?
My dad was really into food when I was a kid. He traveled for work and he would go to places all over Europe and stuff. He was in sales and I feel like he would come home and try and cook the things he ate overseas. And so as a kid, I was exposed to a lot of like stuff that kids aren't usually exposed to. And so I credit my dad for that.
Top of the second inning brought to you by Budweiser. Buds for you. Dodgers double their run output from the first 2 games in 1 inning today. So it's 2-0 for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. First pitch of the inning, strike 1 at the knees to Blaze Alexander.
It's taken them 22 innings to score the 2 runs, and they do it within 4 batters today.
The 0-1 coming. Alexander swings through. Strike 2. There's another splitter. And Mo, you mentioned it in the first inning. If the splitter is going to be that nasty today, not going to be fun to be a Diamondback.
Nope. I reminded the Pittsburgh Pirates years and years ago here at Dodger Stadium. Sandy Koufax was pitching. The Pirates thought that they had his pitches. They thought he was tipping the pitches.
Ball bounces in front of the plate, 1-2.
And he still threw a shutout against him. Jim Pagliarone was on that Pittsburgh Pirate team. As he was coming to home plate, the batter in front of him just struck out. And on the way back, Pag says, well, what should I look for? And the guy looked at him and smiles and good luck.
You know, there are certain pitchers. First, the 1-2 pitch from Yamamoto to Alexander. It's a little upstairs, 2-2. Certain pitchers, you can know what's coming. That doesn't mean you have any better chance.
Well, you still have to hit it.
Yeah. Randy Johnson was another one of those guys. Hitters say, like, you could tell if it was a fastball or a slider. It doesn't mean you could hit a fastball or a slider. Yamamoto freezes Alexander with a high curve. Strike 3 called. The first K for Yamamoto. 1 gone in the second. Now the catcher, Adrian Del Castillo. First action of the series. Yamamoto feeds him strike 1.
They like this young man who talked about the defense and the throwing a little bit. They also like the bat from the left side. He was a guy that, didn't come in with a real big billboard to begin with.
Chops one foul, dribbling into his own dugout. I think that was a nice one-handed play by Vanny. Jeff Bannister, the Diamondback bench coach. Strike two for Yamamoto.
Del Castillo was a 36th round pick by the Chicago White Sox.
Castillo grounds it to second. Scooped up off the dirt by Rojas. Cash will throw to first, two gone. Well, Mo, in the second inning, it's been a ground out and it's been a strikeout. And Yamamoto, the only qualified pitcher in baseball this year to rank in the 85th percentile or higher in both strikeout percentage and ground ball percentage. That's what he does. He punches tickets and he gets balls on the ground. Strike one to Tyler Locklear, right-handed hitting first baseman.
Yeah, the defense, in particular in the infield, has not been that shabby with the Dodgers. You know, they made some adjustments. Obviously, they've had a lot of different personnel because of injuries.
Swing and a miss. Strike two for Yamamoto.
Some of the aspects of the defense, positioning, cutoff, and relays has not been as good as it can be and as good as it will be.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Devastating splitter from Yamamoto. Bookending K's in a 1-2-3 second. In the middle of the second, it's the...
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I roll in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
An LA Dodgers audio network never gets old.
Life gave me some lemons, but my Jesus, he be making lemonade.
Dodgers trying to push their early lead in the series finale against the D-backs. 2-0 Dodgers with Alex Freeland digging in. 7, 8, and 9 due up against Brandon Pfaadt. First pitch of the inning is a strike to the switch hitting Freeland on the left side. Pfaadt no decision in his last turn in Milwaukee. Gave up 6 runs in 2 2/3 innings on 8 hits. This is low. 1-1 on Freeland. He has won 4 straight against the Dodgers, Pfaadt has, including twice in May. 1-1 pitch is in there, a strike taken by Freeland atop the zone and split the plate. But the Dodgers pounced on him in the first inning. 3 consecutive hits to start. Ohtani and Betts singled. Freeman doubled. Pages with an RBI groundout. That was the offense in the first, doubling their offensive output the first 18 innings of the series. Misses up and away. 2-2 on Freeland. For the rookie Freeland, he has been ice cold at the plate. Average at 192 in his first 26 games. And a lot of that. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 gone in the second inning. He is now 0 for his last 14 with 8 strikeouts. Max Muncy was initially slated to join the Dodgers on the upcoming road trip. That return has been delayed, Mo. There's a nasty chest cold, and Muncy has been away from the ballpark navigating that in addition to the oblique injury. Rushing Rockets a strike foul off the Diamondback dugout, strike one.
Yeah, they sent him home a few nights ago. They wanted to separate him from the rest of the team so no one else became sick.
2-0 Dodgers, bottom of the second, one out and the base is empty. The 0-1. Just misses inside. Ball and a strike on Rushing.
So just when you think you're starting to get healthy and just on the other side of that little hill, there's improvement. The troops are coming back. Put on hold.
Yep. 30th pitch of the ballgame for Fott. A 1-1. Rushing pulls the hands up and still has strike two called on him off the plate on the inside corner. The Dodgers slow playing Tommy Edman, though what we have seen from Tommy in the pregame work in this series, working in center field, he looks good, but the ankle injury has been lingering, and so the Dodgers being careful. Rushing chases a pitch a foot outside, strike three swinging.
Right there, indication of really a bad at bat. You know, you're complaining about a pitch that was inside. It was a strike, and then you swing at a pitch that's a foot outside off the plate. And you kind of lose your footing and disagreeing with an umpire if that's going to happen.
Work hard, play hard in a new Tacoma with an I-First turbocharged engine. It's a truck built for the bold. Ball one to Miguel Rojas. So see your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. Base is empty. 2 outs. 2-0 Dodgers in the second. Top of the order is on deck. Rojas going to try and set the table for Ohtani. Checks his swing. Fought with a breaking ball. Catches the outside corner. Rojas disgusted. Turns and kicks the dirt. And Clint Vondrak also hearing something from the Dodger dugout. The Dodgers have not been pleased with any of the umpiring crew. Rojas takes his aggression out on the very next pitch. A base hit to left field. A 2-out single for Rojas. And so he does get on for Ohtani.
Well, it's so important. The bottom part of the order, if you can turn this lineup over, because then you're looking at the possibility right now, Ohtani, then possibly Benson Freeman. And we keep talking about this club, Stephen, is that what they have been able to do this year with 2 outs, not by design. They would rather do it with no outs or 1 out.
Instead, they wait just for the drama to build. Ohtani 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored. First pitch from Fott. Misses the top of the zone, ball 1.
Rojas actually took off from first base. He was trying to time it. Evidently, he did not like the time, but he still would have had a sizable jump.
Fott now has his eyes on Rojas into the stretch. The 1-0 pitch. Ohtani swings through. Strike number 1.
Yeah, here's the spot. If you're a runner and you're thinking at all about stealing and Ohtani's at home plate, you better be not 100% sure. You better be 1,000% sure that you can make it safely rather than take the bat out of the hands of Ohtani.
Fott's 1-1 pitch. He's in there for strike 2. Caught the inside corner. Fastball at 94. Ohtani asked for time.
That's where a lot of teams are pitching Ohtani. And, strikes on the inside corners. He has a tendency to even back up away from it.
Dodgers 2, D-backs nothing. Bottom of the second, 2 outs, Rojas on first. A ball and 2 strikes on Ohtani. Fox pitch. Ohtani took the bat out there, poked it foul behind the net. That was comfortably off the plate.
Yeah, changeup.
Ohtani 1 homer shy of 100 as a Dodger. Fott throws to first. Rojas dives back safe. Ohtani is easily going to be the fastest Dodger to 100. The current fastest is Cody Bellinger. Did it in 401 games. Today, Ohtani, game number 293. Fott's 1-2 pitch. Ohtani waves at it. Strike 3 swinging. Brandon Fott with 3 strikeouts in the second. Worked around a 2-out single from Rojas. It remains 2-0 LA.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Boomer is the dog. Did he look good? I just followed his picture all the way. And there he is. Boomer's dad.
That was kind of a change from the everyday thing that we normally do as far as baseball cards are concerned.
Hey, I have a Labrador. Where's my card?
You know, a little bit different, and it turned out to be a fun experience.
It was just when the camera crew tried to leave that there was a problem. You can't leave.
Official home.
2-0 Dodgers, top of the third. Bottom of the order for Arizona. Alec Thomas to lead things off. It's been 6 up, 6 down for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Had a couple of strikeouts in the second inning. First pitch to Thomas. Tails outside, ball 1. Remember, it was Thomas, the center fielder, who took a bad route to Freddie Freeman's ball in the first inning. It sailed over his head for the RBI double. Yamamoto bounces back with a splitter in the heart of the plate. 1-1. Thomas 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts in the series. That came in the series opener. Played defense last night. Bounces a strike foul toward the right side. 1-2. The Dodgers, I'm sure, know that the Minnesota Twins beat the Padres again. They take the series from San Diego. Minnesota does. Thomas fouls away. Stays in there at 1-2. And so the Dodgers need a win today to avoid the sweep to the Diamondbacks, but a win would bump the lead in the National League West back up to 2 games. There's the 1-2 pitch. Splitter in the dirt. The 2-2. Thomas hits it over the net foul. Fastball at 96.
Well, this is that spot, Stephen. We've been talking about it. Counting today, just 26 games left. 11 at home. It's not only the standings in divisions, but there's going to be one division winner that will probably have to play the wild card game, which is an additional series. Stress and strain. How does it affect your starting rotation?
Another 2-2. Got him swinging. Blew a fastball by him at 97. Back to you, Mo.
Well, you know, that 97. You're looking at the splitter. We've already commented as how good the splitter has been in the first couple of innings. So there's a vulnerability there from a hitter standpoint. You're thinking, well, does he throw the splitter here? We got 2 strikes on it. No, he blew the fastball right by you.
1 out, nobody on. 2-0 Dodgers. Here's Jordan Lawler in the 8th spot of the order. Right-handed hitting third baseman. Takes strike 1. Fastball painted on the outside corner.
But going back to the wild card and the division leaders, and nobody wants to play that extra wild card series. Nobody.
On the 0-1, Lawler checks his swing. Doesn't matter. It's a splitter at the knees. 0-2. Well, Mo, the randomness of a 3-game series. I mean, the Dodger fans are familiar with that, watching this team throughout the summer. How often has a team that the Dodgers are far better than on paper taken 2 out of 3 or swept them? An 0-2 in the dirt. And so you just want to remove yourself from the randomness of the postseason. Make it a 5-game series can get weird enough. A 3-game series, you don't want any part of that.
It also shuffles your starting rotation down and dilutes it for the next series if you can advance.
1-2. Thomas pops it high in the air, playable in right center field. Pajes using his glove to shield the sun, but it drifts over to Alex Call to make the catch in right. 2 gone.
Yeah, Posey, the 3-game series, you blink a couple of times and you're gone.
We have seen it in this expanded format. The team that is at home for that 3-game series go 2 and out. Forget playing all 3 games. They lose the first 2 and their season is done despite home field advantage. So the Dodgers desperately want to avoid that, and so they have these final 26 games to flip the proverbial switch.
It's in their hands.
Jake McCarthy tries to bunt for a hit. Fielded cleanly by Yamamoto. He throws the first in time to get him. Dodger fans skip the line at Dodger Stadium, look around the ballpark for a QR code to scan, or order with the Uber Eats app from your seat or couch and enjoy all the action.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
This time can't get it, and neither could the fan.
Boy, that's when you don't wear flip-flops.
Caminero strikes out, and the bat gets a 7.5 on the distance. But it's stuck to the landing.
That's poked in. That hits the umpire. The ball is in play, and it's a base hit for Frazier.
Roberto Ortiz did what he could to try and get out of the way. Couldn't.
Took the wrong direction.
He just didn't know which way to go.
Dodgers Audio Network.
Never gets old.
Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, and Andy Pajes do up for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the third. 2-0 LA in this series finale. Series has already been lost to Arizona, playing their best baseball of the season and the second-best team in the majors in the month of August. And the Dodgers trying to hit the road with a win at home. Ball 1 low from Fott. Mookie's 1 for 1, a base hit and a run scored in that 2-run first inning. The Dodgers started the game with 3 consecutive hits. Fott's next pitch, fastball in the outside corner, 1-1. For Mookie now, Mo, he's 3 for 8 in this series and has reached safely in 21 of his last 23 games. The pitch from Fott. Now in the inside corner, Mookie pulled the hands back, but still was in the zone, a ball and 2 strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, high fastball from Fott, and Mo, Brandon Fott all of a sudden has struck out 4 of the last 5 Dodgers.
Yeah, but he's hitting the corners now and changing eye level of hitters. By the way, you can stream every out-of-market game live or on demand. Plus, you can stream MLB Network 24/7 for the rest of the season. So check it out, MLB.tv for details.
First pitch to Freddie Freeman, way inside, ball 1. Freeman 1 for 1, an RBI double. And made it 1-0 Dodgers. Andy Pajes' RBI ground out added the second run in that first inning. Fott misses inside again, 2-0. So Freddie Freeman now tied with Derek Jeter. 544 career doubles, 35th most ever. Freeman with a big swing and a miss on a looping curve, 2-1 for Fott. Fott's 2-1. Freeman hits it hard to second base on a hop. It eats up Alexander, but he recovers in time to make the play. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. At AM/PM, when the Dodgers steal a base at home, you score a free hot dog and any 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola. So redeem your free feast in the AM/PM app. Let's play ball. AM/PM, too much good stuff. Andy Pages now with 76 RBI in his second big league season. Watches a ball outside. Hitting .275 is Andy. Two outs and the base is empty. 2-0 Dodgers. Pages pushes the fly ball right center field. Thomas is there to make the catch. And so Brandon Pfaadt works a quick 1-2-3 bottom of the third inning on just 9.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd roll in that grass for days. Bet he gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
This very moment.
Back to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth on your official home of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
2-0 Dodgers, top of the fourth on tap here in LA. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, 9 up, 9 down against the Diamondbacks here today. Top of the order, Geraldo Perdomo. First pitch, strike one, curve on the outside corner. Perdomo 0 for 1 with a ground out, average down to 285 in what's been a strong year for the switch hitting shortstop. Yamamoto's pitch, fastball at the knees, strike two. Yamamoto working with good pace. Strike three, swinging, high heat at 96.
Follow up the breaking ball with the heater upstairs in the second time in 2 innings. We've seen the Diamondback hitter just chasing it.
Fourth K for Yamamoto, 1 gone in the 4th inning. Dodgers ahead by 2. Some breaking news in the National League. Walker Buehler has reportedly agreed to a deal with the Philadelphia Phillies, according to Buster Olney of ESPN. Strike one for Ketel Marte as he swings through the first pitch from Yamamoto. So that means Walker Buehler, because he was added to a roster before September 1st, technically eligible for the postseason. The 0-1. Marte bunts it to the left side, and he's going to reach on a bunt base hit. And he pointed to the dugout immediately afterwards as Marte gets cheeky, and that is how Yamamoto loses the perfect game bid, with a bunt base hit by Ketel Marte.
Well, the Diamondbacks have been a team that also they use the bunt. I talk about this a lot. Use it as a weapon, not as an inconvenience. And if the defense is going to be playing around, and back and playing to pull, go ahead, lay it down.
So boos from Dodger Stadium as Carroll slashes one foul on the left field side, strike one.
Well, here's the thing, too, and I understand baseball has kind of changed their approach from an offensive standpoint. Respect it, understand it. But you think back to when you had the shifts on, when the shifts were really allowed, how many base hits were left on the field where guys just did not attempt? They'd rather swing and miss, maybe, not get a hit?
Many. Yamamoto's splitter is in the dirt, 1-1.
And we're talking about guys, even guys that can't run exceptionally well. I mean, if you have a third baseman playing the shortstop position, even if you put a bad bunt down the third baseline, you're on base.
1 on, 1 out, 1 ball and 1 strike, 2-0 Dodgers. Carroll, the tying run at the plate here in the top of the fourth. Yamamoto misses down and in with a curve, 2-1.
But the main reason teams are not bunting now, from my understanding, it's not really part of the curriculum at the minor league level and in spring training, the emphasis.
And the thought being you don't want to give the opposition an out. 2-1. Swung on and fouled back. That's strike number 2.
And then I would make the argument, are you giving away an out if you know how to bunt and lay down a good bunt? I mean, that's the other side of the coin. Not everyone understands it, because if you look at majority of the guys that come up, where have they been from little league to high school to maybe collegiate ball to minor league? They've been batting in the middle of the order because they're good.
On a 2-2 pitch, Carroll hits it to left center field. That's down for a base hit, fielded by Andy Pages. Marte stops at second. So the first hit drew the ire of Dodger Stadium because Yamamoto was perfect through 3 1/3 innings. That one certainly legitimate. A well-struck line drive by Corbin Carroll.
Well, you can celebrate L.A. Kings night here at Dodger Stadium on Monday, September 8th. That's when the Rockies are in. So claim an exclusive Kings Night jersey with the purchase of a very special ticket pack. Check it out, Dodgers.com/promotions.
So first and second, 1 out for Blaze Alexander, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Right-handed hitter hitting .240 this year. Yamamoto gets him to swing through a splitter. Strike 1. Tying runs on for Arizona in the fourth. 2-0 Dodgers. Yamamoto has the ball in the glove in front of his chest, kicks and fires. And misses low. Fastball at 97, a ball and a strike. '50th pitch of the game for Yamamoto. Alexander takes up and just a hair in. 2 balls and a strike. That was a really good pitch from Yamamoto. With 2 runners on and 1 out, the 2-1 pitch. Buckles the knees of Alexander. A good curve. Strike 2. Alexander had jelly legs on that last pitch from Yamamoto. Looks back at Marte on second. Time is called at the plate by Alexander.
Just watching Dalton rushing. Catchers do now, trying to quote-unquote frame a pitch. He caught the ball right at the knees and then moved the glove up right in front of his catcher's mask.
Here comes the 2-2. Got him swinging. Another one of those splitters with teeth.
That's the pitch I was talking about. I said if he continues that splitter, it's going to be a long afternoon for the Diamondbacks. Trying to hit that splitter is like trying to catch a mosquito at night.
Well, what if you have one of those wands with the lights that draw that near?
Plug it in. Yeah. Wait for the zap.
2 on, 2 out. Del Castillo, a left-handed hitting catcher, open stance, swings through the first pitch. Strike 1 for Yamamoto. 2 strikeouts and 2 singles so far in the fourth inning. The 0-1. That's strike two. Curve on the corner. The 0-2 pitch from Yamamoto to Del Castillo. Tails low and away. Marte on second, Carroll on first. Diamondbacks trying to cut into the Dodger lead. 2-0 LA here in the top of the fourth. The 19th pitch of this fourth inning from Yamamoto. A 1-2. Hit through the right side, a base hit for Del Castillo. Marte has a green light. He will come home to score. It's now 2-1. A two-strike base hit for Del Castillo cuts the Dodger lead in half. We're going to pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
So it's now 2-1 Dodgers. Thanks to the RBI base hit, 2 outs and 2 strikes. Del Castillo in his first game of the series with a base hit.
Oh, that was impressive. He turned around a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. It was not up as high as Yamamoto, I think, was trying to get the pitch.
So now Locklear, first pitch, grounded foul on the third base side. Corbin Carroll had to hit the deck on the baseline to avoid getting hit by that. Strike one. Carroll went from first to third on that base hit. So the tying run 90 feet away for Arizona with 2 gone in the fourth inning. A lengthy one at that for Yamamoto. This will be his 21st pitch of the frame. An 0-1. Locklear waves at strike 2. Given how nasty the splitter has been so far today and how ineffective the D-backs have been against it, you feel like that might be coming here. An 0-2 to Locklear. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And guess what? It was the splitter. So Yamamoto with 3 strikeouts in the inning, but the Diamondbacks also had 3 hits to get 1 run.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd roll in that grass for days. Bet he gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
Cal today.
Back to more LA Dodgers baseball.
Home run, Ohtani!
Right here on the world champion LA Dodgers Audio Network.
Back at Dodger Stadium, the Dodgers leading the D-backs 2-0 in the bottom of the fourth. Michael Conforto takes the first pitch from Brandon Pfaadt, strike 1. Well, Mo, yesterday we talked during the broadcast about a tremendous loss in the Dodger family, and the Sportsnet LA broadcast taking time right now to celebrate the tremendous human that passed on, and that was James Mims. And Mr. Mims was an institution here at Dodger Stadium, just a staple of the press box. The first friendly face to greet you every time you walked into work here. And James passed away yesterday and leaves a void that frankly cannot be filled. The press box and Dodger Stadium as a whole will be dimmer forever without James here.
Well, for 45 years he was here, and he was a family member.
1-2 pitch. Conforto takes upstairs.
And I will repeat what I said yesterday. To the Mims family, our heartfelt condolences, and we feel your loss, and we thank you for sharing James with us for so many years.
Ball 3 outside, full count on Conforto. It's been really heartwarming, certainly a punch to the gut, even though we knew it had been coming for a while. But it's been heartwarming today to see and hear all the tributes pour in for James, who was just a friend to everybody he met at Dodger Stadium. And that's part of what made him so special. Another 3-2 pitch. Conforto takes low. Ball 4 and a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
And James will be the first one to say, hey, talk about the game. Just delight play golf with him numerous times, and just a friend to all of us.
I was joking yesterday how one of the first things I learned when I joined the organization in 2023 was, hey, James is a sweet man and he's got a sweet tooth, so take care of him if you can. And so today, in his honor, I left a donut on his chair where his picture, and there are some flowers displayed for everybody who has walked into the press box to see and pay homage to our dear friend James. Again, James Mims, nearly a half century, part of the Dodger family, and we're going to miss him. Alex Call at the plate. Bases. You got Michael Conforto on first. Nobody out in the bottom of the 4th. The Dodgers lead 2-1. Fox 2-0 pitch. Call takes a strike. 93 down the middle.
And he was leaning back as he took the pitch as if the ball was at him. It was down the middle.
Here's the pitch. Call swings and chops it to third. Could be 2. Here's the turn, and Call hustling down the line beats the throw. So nearly a 5-4-3 double play. But instead, Call will just trade places with Conforto, now 1 out. Well, the Dodgers started today 3 for 3 with an RBI double and a run scored. Since then, they're 1 for 11 with a walk and 4 strikeouts.
Yes, if someone turned off the spigot for the hitting.
So now Alex Freeland, who's 0 for 1 with a K, takes a first pitch outside, ball 1. Freeland in an 0 for 14 slump. That was on the heels now of a 7-game stretch where we saw Alex go 7 for 16, 5 extra base hits, homered in back-to-back games against the Padres. But then, still your turn, the spigot turned off. Until now, he sprays one the opposite way. A base hit.
Yeah. Freeland just reached down, turned it back on.
And Alex Freeland, after he rounded first, stopped, held his palms to the sky, and looks to the sky as if to say, thank you for that hit. So the Dodgers have runners on first and second, 1 out. Here's Dalton rushing. Well, it'd be nice to see the Dodgers punch back after Yamamoto allowed his first run in the top of this inning. And for the offense, which has been anemic this weekend against the Diamondbacks, if they can get that run back and then some for Yamamoto, I think it'd be a real uplifting thing. Ball 1 low on rushing.
Yeah, that was the off-speed pitch. Last time up, they ran the ball inside to Rush, and they got him to expand the strike zone, the breaking ball way outside.
On the 1-0 pitch, Rushing with a big swing and a miss, 1-1. Rushing has had some big swings of late. 10 RBIs last 10 games. Most memorable, the 3-run home run in last Sunday's finale in San Diego. Swings and chops it foul, a ball and 2 strikes. Certainly the biggest moment he's had in his young major league career, that one swing in San Diego, which opened the floodgates.
Well, here's the identical spot his first time up. 1 ball, 2 strike count. He just come inside with the fastball. Does he go away with something off speed?
Fott looks back, comes home, and misses down and in. 2-2.
Fastball at 94.
Rushing said after that home run in San Diego, that was something that is going to give him a ton of confidence. Know that he can come through in a big spot for this team. The 2-2 pitch. Rushing strikes out swinging. That was an off-speed pitch. Had Rushing way out in front, and so he's not able to do anything in a first and second one-out situation. And you would, I think, something you would love to see from Rushing, Mo. In certain spots, shorten up. The swing gets really long.
Yeah, shorten the swing, and especially when he's trying to pull the ball, and that's what leads into some other problems. Think up the middle. We talk about it so many times. Up the middle, left center, right center, keeps you on the ball a little bit longer.
Here's Miguel Rojas, 2 on, 2 out. Swings at the first pitch, fouls away a strike. Dodgers 2, Diamondbacks 1, bottom of the 4th. The Dodgers scored 2 runs in the first inning. The Diamondbacks plated their first run in the top of this 4th inning. Rojas is 1 for 1 with a base hit. That single was hit 109.1 miles per hour off the bat. Comfortably his hardest hit baseball of the year. By more than 3 miles per hour. He takes here, ball 1 low.
I saw some numbers on Rojas a couple of weeks ago, and it really hasn't changed much. Go back to the last 2 years. He has one of the higher percentages of contact when he has been at home plate to hit.
I would love some contact here and now on a 1-1 pitch. Rojas fouls it away on the right side. Fott jumps ahead 1-2.
And these are spots also, we talk about it. When you look at that 9 spot, it's an important spot because on deck, Ohtani. Behind him, Betts. Behind him, Freeman. Boy, if you can turn over the inning and keep it going, it's a big deal.
The next pitch from Fott will be his 70th of the afternoon. And he misses high. 2-2 on Rojas. Call on second. Freeland on first. Ohtani on deck. The deuce is wild here. 2 on, 2 out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Hook slowing outside, filling the count. With 2 outs and a full count, Call and Freeland will have a head start on the bases. Runners go. Fott deals. Rojas swings. It's fouled on the right field side. Rojas with hits in 9 of his last 12 games. Batting .344. His last dozen played. Another payoff pitch as the runners take off. Rojas shoots it to right field, a base hit. Here comes Call. He will score without a throw. The Dodger lead is back to 2. On a 2-strike, 2-out RBI base hit for Miguel Rojas.
That's what I'm talking about, making contact. Remember, he was behind in the count, 1-2. Moved it to 3-2, fouled off 1 pitch, and then delivers the RBI single, and here comes Ohtani.
First, here comes Brian Kaplan, the Diamondback pitching coach. No activity in the Arizona bullpen in right field, but just a mound visit for them to get on the same page with Ohtani at the dish. First and third, 2 outs in the 4th. It's 3-1 Dodgers. The lead back to a pair. And Mo, when Miguel Rojas comes to the plate these days, really the second half of the summer, there's a certain confidence that we all feel, I think, because of the way Rojas can handle the bat and the way he has been swinging said bat with confidence.
Yeah, I think early in the count you see him trying to pull the ball a little bit more. That was with the 3-2 count. Again, just fouled off a pitch. And he went with it and hits it to right field.
And that's it right there. If you want to be aggressive early and pull the ball, that's fine. But then later in the count, when you're down in the count, 2 strikes, you got to use the big part of the field. Ohtani today, 1 for 2. A single, a run scored, and a strikeout. At the corners with 2 outs, the Dodgers ahead by 2. Here comes Fox, first pitch. Ohtani fouls it on the first base side, strike 1. It has been a cold spell for Shohei, to be sure. Last 9 games, he's 5 for his last 31. He has walked 6 times in that stretch, but not a lot of hits. Fox 0-1 pitch. Misses low and away. He has cut down the strikeout rate considerably, Mo, so if there is a big positive in this cold stretch, it has been that.
At times he gets into that stretch and they move the ball inside and he pulls off of it.
Freeland on third, Rojas on first. The 1-1 pitch. Ohtani to right field, in the air. Carroll comes in and it hangs up for him to make the catch. Decently struck baseball by Ohtani, but ultimately a line out to end the inning for Fott. But the Dodgers get the run right back. It's 3-1 Dodgers going to the 5th.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd roll in that grass for days. Bet he gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
To be in, the middle of New York to display. Thousands, if not millions, of new people is not just about collectors today, but also about how do we bring new collectors into the space as well. It's really what we do it all for.
Find out more at Yamava.com.
Dodger lead back to 2. 3-1 LA, top of the 5th. Bottom of the order for Arizona against Yamamoto. First pitch, tails low and away. Ball 1 to Alek Thomas, center fielder, left-handed hitter, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. The next pitch fouled away toward the Spanish radio booth and off the siding of it. A ball and a strike. Looking around Dodger Stadium, Mo, you can see everybody fanning themselves with the temperatures in the mid-90s. Thomas, a little flare to the left side, into the glove of Freeland, a soft line out. 1 gone in the 5th inning. So on the field, it's probably at least 100 degrees here at Dodger Stadium today.
Oh, so, it's toasty.
So the folks are cooking in the sun right now, but at least some of that heat is counterbalanced when the team has a lead like this, 3-1. Jordan Lawler, right-handed hitting third baseman, the 8th spot of the order, takes a first pitch curve and strike 1. Of course, we know this Diamondback offense, especially the way they've been playing of late. 2 runs is not a comfortable lead for the Dodgers. The pitch catches the inside corner. 97 with some arm side sink to it. 0-2.
We mentioned last night too. Keep in mind, to your point, Arizona, 4th highest scoring team in baseball.
The pitch. Curve misses low and outside. 1-2. And that is after trading away 2 middle of the order bats in Eugenio Suarez and Josh Naylor. Both went to Seattle in separate deals actually before the deadline. Lawler down swinging, a splitter in the dirt. Yamamoto's split today is absolutely devastating.
Well, I don't want to say I told you, but I told you.
You did. You did. Actually, several times. So if folks didn't hear it,
yeah, well,
now they know.
They have now. They'll probably hear it at least one more time.
Left-handed hitting Jake McCarthy, number 9 hitter with some speed. 0 for 1. Tried to bunt for a hit with 2 outs in the 3rd. He's up with 2 outs in the 5th, taking strike 1.
Talking about the teams that score runs. Okay, fine. Talk about the Dodgers. 695 runs they've scored coming into today. 3rd best. Yeah, that's only 20 runs more, 19 runs more than Arizona. They're 4th.
Softly hit ground ball to 3rd. Freeland whoops around, fields it and throws on the run. On the money to beat McCarthy, who's got wheels. That's a 1-2-3 5th inning for Yamamoto to keep the.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd bowl in that grass for days. Bet he gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
And descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Mookie Betts to kick things off for the Dodgers in the home half of the 5th. 3-1 Dodgers trying to avoid a sweep at the hands of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Brandon Pfaadt remains out there. His first pitch fouled away on the first base side. Strike 1 for Mookie. Mookie singled and scored in the 1st, struck out in the 3rd. And the key for the Dodgers today, Mo, against Brandon Pfaadt is get after his sinker. They're 6 for 8 against that pitch. Breaking ball, check swing, and they say Mookie went around. Strike 2. They're 0 for 10 on anything else from Pfaadt. Yeah. Accurate check swing called. Definitely 0-2. Pfaadt into his windup. Mookie stays alive with the foul ball. I talked about it earlier, but the Padres lost again in Minnesota. 7-2 Twins. Phillies have yet to play. They're on Sunday Night Baseball against Atlanta. Mookie in the air, left field, and this ball will drop. A blue base hit off the end of the bat. And despite all the speed on the left side of the outfield between McCarthy and Thomas, nobody could get that one. It's a leadoff single for Mookie. He's now 2 for 3.
Yeah, it's also problematic. I mean, it's a breaking ball down and away hit right off the end of the bat. So from an outfielder standpoint, you see the big swing. The trajectory off the bat is, problematic, but there's no energy in hitting it off the end of the bat. It doesn't travel very far.
Here's Freddie Freeman. Tries to ambush the first pitch. Swings over to the top, strike one. Well, the Rockies were up 5-2 on the Cubs in the eighth. Ian Happ just hit a game-tying 3-run home run. Remember, the Cubs, like the Dodgers, trying to catch the Brewers and Phillies for the top 2 seeds in the NL. Freddie checks his swing on a pitch thrown away. He held up, so it's 1-1.
Yeah, this season is now turning into a sprint. After today, the Dodgers have 25 games left as all in the regular season.
Hard to believe. On a 1-1, Font misses low and away.
And this is the time of year we look at scoreboard, we look at reports,
everything.
How many pitches a guy made with another team on this night or that night, or they projected to pitch against the Dodgers in the upcoming road trip.
Font's 2-1. Misses inside, nearly hits Freddie on the thigh. Ball 3.
So it'll be in Pittsburgh Tuesday. 3:40 Pacific. First pitch on the air at 2:30 on Tuesday. Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck show. And Clayton Kershaw pitching in the opener.
3 balls and a strike. Font throws over to first. Betts at first, slide back safely. Yeah, well, you'll be with Tim Neverett on the call for this upcoming road trip. Pittsburgh and Baltimore.
Yeah, you're going over to the dark side.
I am.
Yeah.
Back to
TV.
the old tube alongside the Bulldog.
Hey, Bulldog.
Hey, Bulldog. Hello. Here's the 3-1. It is a called second strike just below the bottom of the zone. Good pitcher's pitch from Brandon Fott to fill the count on Freeman. Betts on first, no outs. 3-1 Dodgers in the 5th. The payoff pitch. And Freddie fouls it off his leg, dribbles up the first base line. The rest of the way for the Dodgers, they have the 5th easiest remaining schedule in the majors based on the opponent's win percentage. After this, they have the Pirates, the Orioles, and the Rockies the next 3. But, Mo, the other side of that coin, they have lost 10 of their last 15 games against teams with losing records.
Exactly.
Another 3-2 pitch from Brandon Fott is on the way. And Freeman hits it up the middle, off the mound, fielded by Perdomo to his left. He's up and throwing. What a play by Geraldo Perdomo to take a hit away from Freddie Freeman. Perdomo, the shortstop, was a good 15 feet on the second base side of the bag at the back end of the dirt. Hit the deck, made the stop, and then made the play.
I'll tell you what, we talk about it so many different times. At this level, folks, this game is at a different level. It looks easy to play. Everybody thinks they can play the game. Not to that level. What a play.
Mookie did advance to second on the play, so 1 out for Andy Pages. Ball 1 outside from Fott.
That's the one thing about, you talk to people about Major League Baseball. It's been about 23,000 people that have ever played at this level. There's been a lot that have tried.
The 1-0, Pages takes a strike.
That's over 100 years. I mean, you start to think of all the people that have played.
You are in a small club, my friend.
Well, it's about, I think it's somewhere around 2,000 have ever suited up wearing a Dodger uniform in their franchise history.
Ball and a strike, 1 on, 1 out. Fott with a couple looks at Mookie. Alexander, the second baseman, dancing there as well, and Fott has to step off before the pitch clock expired.
But when you put it in perspective, these guys are the best of the best of the best.
Pages 0 for 2 today with an RBI. Fouls back, strike 2. That play by Perdomo, we're going to call it the save of the game. Brought to you by Metropolitan Water District of Southern California. Go blue and cut green. Get a rebate for removing grass and visit bewaterwise.com.
That was an easy choice by our committee.
Yeah. Perdomo now deep in the 6 hole ahead of the 1-2 pitch to Pages, which misses low. Scorching Sunday here at Dodger Stadium here as we approach the month of September. That is weird to say. Dodgers need a win today to stay above 500 in the month of August. Font misses up and away ball 3. They're 14-13 this month after going 10-14 in July. So they need a win today to avoid having consecutive months of 500 or worse for the first time since March and April and May of 2018. Pages takes a rip at a pitch down the middle, fouls it straight back. Still full. It's the count. Dodgers 3, Diamondbacks 1. Bottom 5, 1 out. Mookie Betts on second base. In scoring position for Andy Pages. Another 3-2. Pages to left field, a base hit. Dino Ebel saying, come on home, Mookie. Picked up by McCarthy. The throw is off the mark. It's cut off anyway. RBI base hit, Andy Pages. Make it 4-1 Dodgers.
A clutch base hit. Turned out to be a big play by Perdomo to take away the base hit bid by Freddie Freeman. Betts was able to get to second base. He scores. And the Dodgers doing something today they've not been able to do in recent times. That's get base hits with runners in scoring position.
And Mo coming through with 2 strikes consistently today. That hit from Pages is the team's 8th of the ball game. 5 of them have come in 2-strike counts. And that base hit for Pages is going to be the knockout punch for Brandon Pfaadt. Torey Lovullo takes the ball from the right-hander. 4 1/3 innings. 4 runs across.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Angeles when the stakes are high. Find an all-star doctor today at chla.org.
Well, the Diamondbacks go from Brandon to Brandon. Brandon Pfaadt replaced by Brandon Garcia. Left-hander making his first appearance of the season, or series rather. And that'll inspire a pinch hitter for the Dodgers. Taking the place of Michael Conforto, it's Mr. Bobblehead himself, Kike Hernandez. Pitching change brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Oh, listen to this roar from the Dodger Stadium crowd. Kike Hernandez did not get the start, but he does get a chance. And look at the cleats he is wearing. Are they bedazzled? They are shimmering underneath the Sunday sun. The pitch. Kike swings, grounds it to short. Perdomo goes to second for 1. Here's the turn. That's 2. Well, that was anticlimactic. Bobblehead day, pinch hit opportunity. Facing a reliever out of the bullpen. Grounds into a 6-4-3 inning ending.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Moniak on the run, sliding grab, and he can't get it. It rolls up the line.
Well, a bloop single and now a bloop double.
You see him just slip right off the back.
Clean up on base number 1.
Lourdes throws the pineapple up the line. What is going on down here?
Back in the produce section.
That's good.
How about that? Myers went all the way to the 380 mark. He had that in his glove. Wow.
By Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. San Manuel is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Find out more at Yamava.com.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto working with a 3-run lead in the top of the 6th, facing the top of the order. Strike 1 to Geraldo Perdomo. Kike Hernandez stays in the game in left field. After pinch hitting for Michael Conforto. Check swing foul ball to the left side. 0-2 for Perdomo. So Kike Hernandez, I'm sorry for laughing, Mo, but it's just his bobblehead day. He's got these special sparkling jeweled cleats. Yamamoto's 0-2, misses lone outside. The crowd went absolutely crazy, waving his bobblehead in the air. Chance for a big inning. Never seen the lefty on the mound before. First pitch inning double play. Yamamoto's 1-2 pitch. Perdomo slaps it to third. Fielded off the dirt by Freeland. He transfers and throws. 1 gone.
Well, folks, there's one more Shohei Ohtani bobblehead night coming up. It's on Wednesday, September 10th. Rockies are into Dodger Stadium. A valid ticket. You'll take home an Ohtani pitching bobble presented by Yakult. Come on, join us. Dodgers.com/promotions.
1 out, nobody on. 4-1 Dodgers. Ketel Marte flashes bunt, pulls back, and got a gift of a ball 1 call. That I'm not even going to say, where did that miss? It didn't miss. Freeland at third was moving in ahead of that pitch because you'll recall last time up, Marte bunted for a base hit with 1 out in the 4th. At that point, Yamamoto was perfect. Curveball stays outside, 2-0.
Sorry, bunt again.
And Mo, that prompted some boos from the Dodger Stadium crowd, but as you were detailing, that's fair game.
It's fair game. I mean, at the time, it's a close game. You're trying to get on base.
So he ain't going to miss. 2-1.
I've always felt, too, is that from a batter's, why do you have to fall into place because the pitcher's doing X, Y, or Z? Play your own game. Take care of your own score.
The 2-1. Another swing and a miss. That was a nasty splitter. Squaring the count 2-2.
A splitter, you said?
Yeah, it's a splitter again. 14th swing and miss. 9th on the splitter today. Fastball fouled away on the third base side. Keeps the count 2-2. Dodgers leading by 3. 1 out in the top of the 6th on a 2-2 pitch. Marte stays away from a curve outside. Full count. Yamamoto tasked with the responsibility of an ace today. Be a stopper. His 3-2 pitch to Marte. Strike 3. I think, Mo, that was a splitter at the knees, and it froze Marte. Gives Yamamoto 8 strikeouts. Huh. You hate to say I told you so, but
I didn't say it.
He told you so.
But I told you.
Here's the 80th pitch of the game. Ball 1 upstairs on Corbin Carroll. Fastball at 97.
Well, so many times after a ball game, how many times have we heard a pitcher say, I had a really good curveball today. I had a really good changeup today. Well, looks like it's the splitter that's dialed into this point.
Cutter misses inside. That's 2-0 on Carroll, who's 1 for 2. The pitch. A curve that hit off the top of the glove of Dalton Rushing. Ball 3. 3-0 on Corbin Carroll. That is not a guy you want to walk with his speed. Also got to be careful giving him a cookie. The 3-0 pitch. Carroll's taking all the way. It's a fastball down the middle, strike 1. Yamamoto trying to go at least 6 innings for the 15th time in 26 starts this year. Is 3-1. Swing and a miss. Full count. And of his first 25 starts, 21 of them 3 or fewer earned runs. One of the bad ones, though, was against these Diamondbacks back in early May in Chase Field. 5 earned in 5 innings. Trying to punch back here at the end of August. The 3-2 pitch. Carroll pops it up. Going back from short. Mookie Betts calls off Kike, and he makes the catch. The Diamondbacks down in order in the top of the 6th. 5.5 innings complete at Dodger Stadium. It's the Dodgers 4.
You're a grounding force on your team, Virgo, and your practical sensibilities keep everyone focused amidst the chaos of the season. As October nears closer and the excitement for the postseason starts setting in, it's up to you to keep the team on top of their workouts and practice so that you can achieve your collective goal of making it to the Fall Classic.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Dodgers baseball continues on its official home.
Alex Call leading off the bottom of the 6th inning at Dodger Stadium. The Dodgers leading Arizona 4-1. Brandon Garcia got the last 2 outs of the last inning on 1 pitch, double play ball off the bat of Kike Hernandez. Misses with ball 1 to Call. The Colorado Rockies just walked off the Cubs in the bottom of the 9th, 6-5 the final there. So that helps the Dodgers in the National League playoff race. Call takes a fastball at 97, a ball and a strike. Call 0 for 2 so far today. Now behind 1-2. Stares at another fastball at 97. The pitch. Call stares at another fastball called strike 3. 98 from Garcia. 1 gone here in the bottom of the 6th. Brought to you by the hardworking Chevy Silverado. Built on a legacy of long-lasting dependability. See your Southern California Chevy dealer today or go shopping at SoCalChevy.com. So Garcia, first action of the series. 2 batters face, double play in the inning, and then a strikeout to start the next one.
I think it's up there in a hurry, 98 miles an hour.
From the left side, strike 1 foul back by Freeland. Switch hitter now batting from the right side. He was 1 for 2 batting as a lefty against Brandon Pfaadt. The pitch. Freeland, a base hit to left field. Well, Alex Freeland after striking out in the second inning, was in an 0 for 14 slump. Well, he's 2 for his last 2, Mo, including a hit from the right side. That's his weaker side.
Just about to say the same thing. Is that that's the side has been a little bit more anemic than from the left side.
So he gets on in front of Dalton Rushing. Left on left here with 1 on and 1 out in the 6th. 4-1 Dodgers. First pitch, 97 down the middle. Rushing takes. The Dodger catcher 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today. Swing and a miss. He stared at the fastball down the middle and then went after the off-speed pitch. So he falls behind 0-2 in a hurry.
Yeah, did the same thing in the first at bat as well.
The 0-2. Rushing. Bounces it to the right side. Alexander with the glove flip over to first base for out number 2. Advancing to second is Freeland.
We talked about it before, is that every hitter has some kind of timing mechanism. Whether it be a hand movement, whether it be a knee, a waggle of the backside, whatever it may be, a hitch, where you drop your hands and bring it back up. For Rushing, it's dropping and touching the bat on the shoulder and tapping. Sometimes that tap has been, well, a little offbeat.
Rojas today 2 for 2. 2 base hits, including an RBI single in the 4th. Garcia misses inside. 2-0. Dodgers with 2 runs in the first inning. 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th. They have a chance for another in the 6th. Freeland on second base, 2 outs. Rojas checks his swing. Pitch at the knees, called strike 1. Top of the order on deck as well. The pitch. Rojas a little tardy on a fastball at 98, fouled away to the right side. 2-2. Rojas takes time. The Dodgers with 9 hits today. More than half of them have been in 2-strike counts. That's exactly what Rojas finds himself in here. 2-2. Garcia deals. Rojas swings and strikes out. Oh, we got a piece of it. Excuse me. I beg your pardon.
Okay.
So we will see at least one more for Miguel Rojas.
Yeah, he went with a big breaking ball right there.
A lefty on the third base side of the rubber. Checks back at Freeland on second. Comes home. Jack swing on a pitch in the dirt, and Rojas couldn't hold up. He is called out by the first base umpire, Tony Randazzo, and he's frustrated, tossing all of his equipment to the left side. An inning-ending K.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Galpin Motors broadcast booth on your official home of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto back out for the 7th inning here on a Sunday afternoon. The Dodgers up on Arizona 4-1. Blaze Alexander pushes the first pitch of the inning high in the air to the right field side. Call along the line, and it drops into the first row out of play. He lost it for a brief moment in the sun, but even still ran out of room to try and make a catch. That was Yamamoto's 86th pitch of the ball game, Mo, and he's going to have a chance to get through 7 innings. There is activity, though, in the Dodger bullpen.
Yeah, that pitch count, it's getting up there to where, the Dodgers consider it somewhat critical.
Alexander 0 for 2. Yamamoto has struck him out twice. Fastball 96 running inside. Gets a call. Strike 2.
So 87 pitches for Yamamoto.
Saw Glasnow throw exactly 100 last night in a tough luck loss as he finished 7 innings. Alexander down swinging on a splitter. Strikeout number 9 for Yamamoto.
Well, the Dodgers will have Guatemalan Heritage Night on Tuesday, September 9th. The Rockies are in, so catch the Dodgers, listen to marimba, and claim an exclusive Guatemalan night jersey with a special ticket pack. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Ball 1 low and outside to Del Castillo, who's 1 for 2. He's responsible for the lone Diamondback run, a 2-strike, 2-out RBI single in the 4th. 90th pitch of the game for Yamamoto. Del Castillo lays off a curve downstairs. So 9 strikeouts, 6 of them on the splitter for Yoshinobu. Working with a 4-1 lead in the top of the 7th. The pitch. Hit on the ground, base hit to right field for Del Castillo. He has really been the one Diamondback thorn in Yamamoto's side today. That's his 2nd hit. He has half of Arizona's total.
They like the way, again, they like this young man. You see the way that he plays. You wonder, how on earth did he wait during the draft to be picked in the 35th round?
36th, Mo.
Yeah.
And the Diamondbacks waited 3 years as he went to Miami, starred for the Hurricane 2021. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 for Tyler Locklear, the first baseman.
But the reason it was down so low, I believe, is because he was run out of high school, but he has developed.
Castillo on first. 1 out in the 7th. The Dodgers leading by 3. The 0-1. That's strike 2. Splitter taken at the knees.
What about Castillo as well, just watching him with the 2 hits, and including the RBI you're referring to. He generates bat speed, and bat speed, do not confuse that with swinging hard. They're 2 different things.
The 0-2 pitch. Locklear gets a piece of it foul.
Like in golf, you talk about club speed, and then you say, oh, that guy swings hard.
Right.
Well, hard is not necessarily fast.
No, I think it's an excellent point made. And by you, Mo, and I hope fans get.
And then there's bat speed, which is generated really with your hands.
Quick to the ball.
And you have to trust your hands.
A 1-2 pitch coming to Locklear. It is a splitter downstairs. Locklear has struck out twice tonight as well. I believe both times against the splitter, and so he's, at least for that last pitch, has learned his lesson, laid off of it. Yamamoto is about to throw his 97th pitch. A 2-2 coming to the Diamondback first baseman. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with the curve. That's double digits now for Yamamoto.
Yeah. You're looking for the splitter? Try this one on for size. The hook.
So now Alec Thomas. Yoshinobu Yamamoto remains in there, trying to finish the top of the 7th. Brought to you by Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game day, it's group day at Shakey's.com. 4-1 the lead. 2 out and a runner on first. Thomas sprays the ball to left field. Kike comes in. He dives and he makes the catch. A head-first sprawling grab by Kike Hernandez in left field. And all the fans who are happy to be here on his bobblehead night rise to their feet to celebrate that play.
Well, for Kike, he had to make the dive because he needs to come back in the dugout and plug in his shoes.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd roll in that grass for days. Bet he gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
Sec. You're listening to LA Dodgers baseball.
On top of the mountain.
On the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Ohtani leading off the bottom of the 7th. Brush back on a pitch up and in at 97 from Brandon Garcia. Ball 1. Bottom of the 7th brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers on top of Arizona 4-1 on this pivotal Sunday afternoon. The pitch. Ohtani flies it to left field. McCarthy waits a moment. With plenty of room to spare in front of the warning track, he makes the catch. Out number 1. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Here's Mookie Betts. 1 out and the base is empty. The Dodgers ahead 4-1 in the 7th. I was just laughing because as you're reading that ball off the bat to the left side, you see the entire left side of Dodger Stadium rise in unison because they saw a ball in the air off the bat of Ohtani. Strike 1 to Mookie.
Well, every time he hits a fly ball, it's like everybody in the stands, they need seatbelts.
Turbulence. Through the 5-hole to catcher Del Castillo.
Well, we
ball
see
1
him
in the
hit
dirt.
fly balls that seem to be filled with helium. It's like some of the fly balls he hit, you think they're immune to gravity.
Right. They got a rocket ship attached to it. No question. I understand how it happens. It was funny to see everybody in sync as they stood. Ball 2 low and outside to Mookie.
Yeah, I looked over and saw you chuckling. I said, no, he's lost it. Come and get him.
Happens more often than not. Mookie 2 for 3 so far with 2 runs scored on a 2-1 pitch. Betts, line drive caught at second base by Alexander, who robs Mookie of his 3rd hit.
Yeah, lock in that swing, though. I mean, 2 hits today, 1 line drive, another little kind of a blooper. That was a rocket that was hit. And Betts now, he has found the timing in the swing.
He's gotten out of his head, and he's just playing ball mo, and he's back to playing Betts baseball. And that is a huge deal for the Dodgers because this team will go as the stars go. Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman. And then it'll be up to the secondary all-stars, guys like Will Smith and Teoscar Hernandez and Max Muncy, and then the role players filling in thereafter to take them the rest of the way. Ball one to Freddie Freeman, 2 outs and nobody on. 4-1 Dodgers in the 7th.
But the Dodgers would be very thankful to get the full squad back.
Oh, it can't happen soon enough. The pitch. Freeman checks up on a breaking ball.
And even that's
low.
not a guarantee. I mean, other teams are not going to roll over. They are still advertising, hey, the defending world champions are coming to town. We're going to see it in Pittsburgh beginning Tuesday night.
2-0 pitch. Freeman watches a strike, 97 at the top of the zone. No, the Dodgers have gotten every team's best shot, seemingly all season long. Doesn't matter what the opposing team's record is, they get up to play that series. On a 2-1, Freeman takes inside ball 3. Shoot, for the most recent example, in an interview after the Freeway Series, which the Angels swept this year, Logan O'Hoppe said in an interview it was tough to go to sleep at night. There was that much energy and adrenaline.
Exactly.
A 3-1. Freeman swings and fouls back, strike 2.
We're talking in spring training. Hey, look, this journey is not going to be an easy one. Everybody is waiting for the world champions to come in, and they want to beat them. Forget the record of the other team. They're up for it.
The 3-2 pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. A 2-out walk for Freeman, who's on for a second time today. Freddie on with a walk. In the first inning, he had the RBI double that broke the ice and opened the scoring. Called the drive of the game, presented by Edmunds. See how much your car is worth at Edmunds.com. Because the Dodgers, they had 1 run the first 18 innings. They got 1 run today, 3 batters in. And that was Freddie's 544th career double, tying him with Derek Jeter for the 35th most all time. Here's Andy Pages. First pitch, rocketed foul off the front of the Diamondback dugout for a strike. And after that double in the first inning, Andy Pages brought home the second run, an RBI groundout. And then he added another RBI on a base hit in the 5th that made it 4-1. It's the same score as we sit here now with 2 down in the bottom of the 7th. Garcia misses outside, a ball and a strike on Pages. The 1-1. Pages takes a rip, fouls back 97. 2 strikes for Garcia. The Dodger players and some of the staff will hop on a bird after this game and head to Pittsburgh. An off day Monday, and then a 3-game series starts on Tuesday at PNC Park. They're trying to end the homestand with a win. The 1-2 to Pages, cued foul on the first base side.
I don't know who's aiming at in the Diamondbacks dugout on the first base side, but both of those foul balls were maybe 3 feet apart.
You see Nabil Crismat, who was on the Dodger pitching staff for a moment in time. He's top step, kind of giving Pages some grief. Garcia misses down and in, 2-2. Dodgers trying to extend their lead before the last 2 innings. It's at 3 currently, 4-1. Freeman on first, 2 outs in the 7th. Garcia's 2-2 pitch. Pages eyeballs a pitch downstairs. Another full count. So Garcia got Ohtani and Betts to start the inning. Then issued a 3-2 walk to Freddie Freeman. Count 3-2 on Pages. The payoff pitch. Pages strikes out swinging on what would have been ball 4. Instead, Garcia picks up an inning-ending strikeout to strand Freeman on first base. We go to the 8th with the Dodgers leading 4-1.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd roll in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
pitching change for the Dodgers, presented by Navien, HVAC and water heater products. It's a lefty Tanner Scott replacing Yoshinobu Yamamoto after 7 dominant innings. 7 full, just 1 earned run on 4 hits. Didn't walk a Diamondback, but he struck out 10 of them, Mo. He was excellent. So now here's Tanner Scott. Strike 1 to Jordan Lawler.
I heard he had a pretty good splitter today, too.
It was particularly good, as he matched his career high with 10 strikeouts in a single game. Scott's next pitch, skied high, hooking foul on the left field line. And it won't be a play for Kike Hernandez. It got into the second row of the field level seats. 14th time the Dodgers have had a starter go 7 innings. Yoshinobu Yamamoto has half of those. He has 7 starts of 7 innings. The rest of the staff, 7 combined.
And lowered his ERA to 2.82. Only 4 hits in the 7 innings did he allow.
And 2 of them were to the young backstop Del Castillo. The 0-2 from Scott. Lawler flies it routine toward left field. Kike Hernandez makes the call and the catch. Out number 1 here in the top of the 8th. Brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. The MVP for fun, food, and good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo, celebrating 20 years of good times. We'll have a pinch hitter for McCarthy in the 9th spot. It'll be Ildemaro Vargas, who had a big swing last night in the 9th inning. A 2-out, 3-run home run off Kirby Yates to put Game 2 to bed and clinch the series for Arizona. Vargas, a switch hitter, batting from the right side against the lefty Scott. Takes the first pitch fastball upstairs at 98. And Vargas is channeling Hunter Pence because his pants are rolled up above his knees. Scott deals and has strike 1, a slider on the outer third. It looks more like a Tour de France uniform for Vargas. On a 1-1. Swings and pops it in the air. Third base side, hooking foul. Strike 2. You leave that one alone?
Well, France.
1 out, nobody on top of the 8th. 4-1 Dodgers. A 1-2 pitch coming. Vargas pops it in the air. Shallow right field. Rojas going back from second. Coming in from right. It's Rojas who makes the catch as Call hit the grass to get out of the way. So Rojas and Call will have a high five and a brief conversation. And I don't know that Alex Call was particularly happy about that.
Well, he wasn't happy the ball was in the sun.
Well, the Dodgers are happy that the play was made by anybody. That's out number 2. Here's the top of the order, and Geraldo Perdomo shows bunt, pulls back. Fastball low, ball 1.
Well, we say so many times that we come to the ballpark, we watch a game, you're liable to see something you've never seen before. Well, we just heard something we've never heard before.
A flare right field. That'll bloop down for a hit in front of Alex Call. What was that?
Well, the analogy of Tour de France. With baseball.
Yeah. I mean, am I wrong with those pants? I know it's a more common sight these days in baseball at a number of different levels, the high pants, but I mean, north of the knees. Dare I say, like, you got to be a certain level of player to pull off that look, and I don't know if that's it. Ground ball left side underneath the diving Mookie Betts. A base hit for Marte. Throw back into the infield. And Perdomo heads back to second base. Made a wide turn like he was going to head for third. Mookie made a diving attempt to his left, but it just snuck underneath the glove. So back-to-back base hits for the Diamondbacks. And suddenly, Mo.
Yeah, now it's got to get serious.
Yeah, you got the tying run at the plate, and it's Corbin Carroll. So 2 outs, nobody on, then a bloop and a ground ball base hit gives Corbin Carroll a chance to tie the game with 1 swing. The Diamondbacks had just 4 hits in 7 innings against Yamamoto. They have 2 hits with 2 outs so far against Tanner Scott. It is left on left. Scott facing Carroll, but Corbin Carroll is a dangerous hitter. He's got 1 hit today. He's 1 for 3 with a single. That has his on-base streak at 18 games. And 10 of his last 21 hits have gone for extra bases. The pitch. Strike 1. 91 through the front door on the inside corner. Corbin Carroll in his career against Tanner Scott. 1 for 1 with a homer. The pitch. Fastball not even close. 98. Neck high. 1-1. Dodgers 4, Diamondbacks 1, but Arizona with 2 on and 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Scott's 1-1 pitch. Carroll hits it high in the air. Left field, carrying back at the wall. Pages is there. He jumps, but it's gone. Corbin Carroll with an opposite field game-tying 3-run home run. And Dodger Stadium is stunned.
Well, you got a matchup lefty against lefty, but that's just a poor pitch. Out over the plate. And a good swing and heads-up swing by Carroll, who didn't try and pull it. He went with it.
Unreal. Corbin Carroll stays hot. His 29th home run of the season has tied the game at 4. Now Blaze Alexander fouls back strike 1. Yoshinobu Yamamoto no longer in line for a win. 7 innings, 1 run, 10 strikeouts, no walks. Tanner Scott blows the lead in the 8th. All of it happening with 2 out. 2 strikes now on Alexander. Blake Treinen up throwing in the Dodger bullpen. Alexander fouls one away. He stays alive for at least 1 more. This registers pretty darn high on the cannot happen scale. 2 outs, bases empty. Bloop base hit by Perdomo. Okay, soft contact, fine. Ground ball base hit from Ketel Marte. All right. Time to hunker down. Instead, a fastball taken to the opposite way by Corbin Carroll for a game-tying home run. It was center cut.
You just have to make better pitches in spots like that with a game on the line.
Slider in the dirt, 2-2 on Alexander.
And Carroll, a .240 hitter against lefties this year.
And 2 for 2 now with 2 home runs off Tanner Scott.
Well, and for Carroll, the 22 home runs right-handed. That's number 7 off of lefties.
Slider away. So from 0-2 to 3-2 on Blaze Alexander. Tanner Scott needs 1 more strike to finish this 8th inning. The pitch. Up and away, ball 4. 0-2 to a 2-out walk. Boos rain down on Dodger Stadium. And the Dodger left-hander. 4 consecutive Diamondbacks to reach with 2 outs in the 8th inning.
And for Arizona, they will go to the bench. And Del Castillo, the left-handed hitting catcher, who's really swung the bat well today, is going to have a pinch hitter for him.
It's Lourdes Gurriel Jr., who has hit lefties well. So now Tanner Scott trying to just keep the game tied. Those are words I didn't think I'd have to utter here in this 8th inning, especially after he got the first 2 outs. But now it's 4-4. The Diamondbacks have the go-ahead runner on first base. Pinch hitter Lourdes Gurriel Jr. to the plate. Scott throws over to first. Alexander is safe. The pitch. Strike one taken by Gurriel.
Well, this is prevent doubles. They've got the outfield playing deeper by about 10 feet, deeper than they would normally be.
The pitch. Gurriel chops it to short. Betts has it. He throws across, and that ends the inning. But boos for Tanner Scott after he gave up a game-tying 3-run home run to Corbin Carroll. Tied at 4 in the middle. Pinch hit for Hernandez. Dodger Stadium stunned and angry, Mo, after Tanner Scott blew a potential win, a should-be win for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Curtis misses the outside corner, 1-1 against Kike.
Well, critical spots, not a good pitch, and very costly.
1-1. Kike flies it to right field. Carroll comes in, and he makes the catch for the first out. Today's game is brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress, but there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. Dodgers were in cruise control in a must-win game, trying to avoid a sweep. Ahead 4-1 entering the 8th. Now tied at 4. 1 out, bases empty, bottom 8. Ball 1 to Alex Call. We're in the 6th spot of the order.
Well, game 1 of this series, Blake Snell got into the 6th inning. He went 5 1/3. Gave up a home run. That was a 2-run blast in the 4th. Another run in the 6th inning.
Big swing and a miss. A ball and 2 strikes.
And then Glasnow last night did not give up a base hit until 1 out in the 6th inning. He ran into problems in the 7th, but he pitched better than to get the loss. Dodgers could not put runs on the board, more than 1. And 7 innings basically wasted by Yamamoto today.
That's a perfect word, wasted. On a 1-2 pitch, Call. Cues one foul over the net. Tanner Scott last year gave up 3 home runs the entire season between Miami and San Diego. That home run by Corbin Carroll was the 9th home run hit off Scott this year in his first as a Dodger, and that is with a stint on the injured list. Another 1-2. Call nearly hit on the hands. A fastball up and in at 96 from Curtis. Corbin Carroll with 8 home runs in August. His most recent has reset the game. 4-4 in the 8th. On a 2-2 pitch. Call fouls one back into the net. So now the Dodger bats, which did something it has rarely done this year, give Yoshinobu Yamamoto run support. They have to get back into the late innings now. 2 in the first, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth. None since. Another 2-2. Call takes on the outside corner, and that is ball 3. Curtis got squeezed. Big pitch, the 3-2. Call. Strikes out swinging. 2 outs in the 8th.
Well, for Arizona, you talk about coming back. They came into today when trailing after 7 innings of play. 7 wins, 55 losses.
Alex Freeland takes a first pitch strike. Fastball at 97 from Curtis. Game tied at 4. 2 outs, bases empty. Curtis misses in the dirt. A ball and a strike. First time this season Yamamoto has gotten at least 4 runs of support in back-to-back starts, but it's all for naught. Game tied. Here's Freeland taking a 1-1 pitch. It's downstairs, ball 2. Dalton rushing on deck. On a 2-1, Freeland swings and fouls back. Strike 2. That squares the count. Freeland today, 2 for 3 with 2 base hits. He is single in each of his last 2 plate appearances. Curtis is 2-2. Slash foul. Bases empty, 2 outs in the 8th. Another 2-2. Misses inside, ball 3. Curtis was staring in there waiting for a strike 3 call that never came. Full count. The payoff pitch from Curtis. Freeland pulls it foul underneath the first base coach, Chris Woodward. A lengthy AB being worked by Alex Freeland. On the 8th pitch from Curtis, Freeland strikes out swinging. Back-to-back Ks in a 1-2-3-8 from John Curtis. It remains tied at 4 as we go to the top of the 9th.
LA's best sports star. That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
LA County has seen its share of devastation this year, testing the strength of our communities. I'm Dave Roberts, manager of LA's favorite ball club. In LA, we don't give up, we rebuild. And I love a strong comeback story. Our residents heard the call and stepped up in remarkable ways. We'll stand shoulder to shoulder to rebuild. And we're not finished. Water for LA is more than pipes and pumps. It's about protecting what we love, our homes, our health, and our environment. Learn more at waterforla.com.
Every Dodgers legend started out as a rookie, but they went on to become the best in baseball. They left behind a legacy of determination, skill, and love of the game. With the right retirement game plan, you too can leave a legacy. From saving early on to having income during retirement, Security Benefit can help you save for your future and leave a legacy for those you love. Security Benefit, proud sponsor of the LA Dodgers.
Did you know that California offers various programs and services to support older adults, adults with disabilities, and family caregivers? From health insurance, counseling, to caregiver support and information on elder abuse, the Aging Resource Guide has it all. And let's not forget about the Friendship Line, available 24/7 for those who may need a friendly conversation. Dive into the Aging Resource Guide today at aging.ca.gov and discover the support you need. Because together, we can ensure every older adult in California gets the help they deserve.
Now,
this very moment.
Back to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth on your official home of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
Top of the ninth inning, sponsored by Cars for Kids. Ready to donate your old car? Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS now. Friendly agents are standing by to take your donation. Cars with a K to donate your car today. Dodgers 4, Diamondbacks 4. Yep, it's a tie game somehow, some way. So the ninth inning belongs to Blake Trinan, trying to keep it tied. Tyler Locklear swings to the first pitch. Hit on the ground to the left side. Over to his left, Freeland from third. He throws on the run. On the mark. One pitch, one out for Trinan in the ninth.
It's actually an important play where you cut in front of Mookie Betts to make that play. The reason is if it goes to Betts, ball has to travel another 10 or 15 feet. And that was a close play at first base.
Center fielder, number 5, Alec Thomas.
In the seventh spot of the order, Alec Thomas, who's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Last time up was robbed by Kike Hernandez. Made a diving catch in left field to end the seventh inning. Strike one from Trinan. Now the next pitch. Flied in the air, shallow right field. Call coming in. Dealing with the sun, but no problems. Making the catch for out number 2. In the bottom of the ninth inning, the Dodgers will have 8, 9, and 1. Rushing, Rojas, and then Ohtani.
Third baseman, Jordan Lawler.
Two outs, bases empty, 4-4. Ball one low to Jordan Lawler. Third baseman, right-handed hitter, 0 for 3 with a strikeout today. Lawler without a hit in 2025. Trinan lands in there. 97 on the sinker, strike one. This is only his 10th game, Lawler. Former 6th overall pick. The pitch from Trinan. That's strike 2. Top of the zone on the sweeper. A ball and 2 strikes. Trinan needs one more. Popped him up. And it is drifting back over the net behind home plate. It'll get into the seats. Count remains 1-2 on Lawler. Trinan sets, ball at the belt. The windup in the pitch. Strike 3 swinging. That's a quick 1-2-3. Top of the ninth for Trinan. Keeps it tied at 4. The Dodgers have a chance to walk it off when we come back.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
Matt Money Smith here, talking about Galpin Honda. Yes, the championship fastest growing Honda dealer in the nation, run by Dave Gillum. I want you to ask for him by name. Yes, 550 plus new Hondas ready for immediate delivery. You browse them at galpinhonda.com. Find your vehicle, get your finance or lease terms, and Dave or one of his people will bring that vehicle right to you. They finance customers nearly every day who get turned down elsewhere, and they get you that 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. GalpinHonda.com. Ask for Dave Gillum.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Daniels is giving every fan a voucher for a free team bracelet and $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniels Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
Roll into Dodger Stadium for LA Kings Night on Monday, September 8th versus the Colorado Rockies. The LA Kings join the boys in blue for an epic crossover at Dodger Stadium. Enjoy the night with the purchase of a special ticket package and claim an exclusive Kings Night jersey. Explore pregame festivities in Center Field Plaza for a night where pucks meet pitches. From slap shots to home runs, LA sports are stronger together. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. Back to more LA Dodgers baseball.
Home run, Ohtani!
Right here on the world champion LA Dodgers Audio Network.
Dodgers 4, Diamondbacks 4. Bottom of the ninth. Game on the line. The Dodgers need a win to avoid a sweep. Dalton rushing spot of the order was set to lead off. Will Smith is going to pinch hit. It's the right-hander John Curtis still on the mound for Arizona. He pitched a scoreless eighth, 1-2-3 with 2 Ks. Will Smith 3 times in his career has hit a pinch hit, walk-off home run. First pitch, hit in the air, foul behind home plate, strike one.
Well, you figure Smith gets on first base. Rojas will be bunting him over. That will bring Ohtani on. They will not. Ohtani's not going to bat. They would walk him intentionally.
Smith drilled left field. It is gone. Will Smith, Captain Clutch, with a walk-off home run in the bottom of the ninth inning. He rounds third. His teammates are waiting at home because it's time for all of us to go home. Pinch hit, walk-off home run, number 4 in Will Smith's career, and it saves the game and the series for the Dodgers.
Some of the best bat speed we've seen from Will Smith in a while. He has been struggling. He has been working. And today, it all pays off. And for Daniels Jewelers, indeed, proud sponsor, the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jewelers since 1948. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet, along with $50 off a $99 coupon. For the Dodgers, much needed, obviously. And for Will Smith, that may be the one swing that gets him back on track, Stephen, because it's been a long few weeks for Will Smith. You would not know that by the results today. And the Dodgers, hopefully, they will have not only a happy flight to Pittsburgh, the players and some of the staff going this evening. The rest of us will go tomorrow. But a walk-off win, a win of any kind is good, but this one with an exclamation mark at the end.
A sweet, sweet swing and a sweet, sweet sigh of relief in Los Angeles. The Dodgers nearly blow the game and get swept by the D-backs, but Will Smith hit a pinch hit, walk-off home run in the bottom of the ninth to win it by a final of 5-4. And with the win, combined with a Padre loss, the lead in the National League West grows back to 2 games over San Diego. That was a big swing. Blake Trinan gets the win, his first of the season. John Curtis takes the loss, his first of the season. And now the Dodgers will hit the road. 6 games, 3 in Pittsburgh, 3 in Baltimore. That's going to do it for us from here at Dodger Stadium. We'll be back on Tuesday, a 3-game set at PNC Park. Morongo Casino, Dodgers on deck at 2:30. First pitch at 3:40. Tim Cates has one heck of a show waiting for you. The Navien